What's up, y'all? What's going on? For those that don't know me, my name is Coy. For those that do, welcome. Thank you for coming back. You have tuned in to this pick a card reading, which I got inspired from seeing another reader online that really spoke to my heart. And I said, I do this for my people. So this is a reading that is the message that you've been too blocked to hear. All right.
Perfect.
Right now, as I'm recording this is a timeless reading, but right now, as I'm recording this, it's the first week of January, and you know how that goes, right? Um, if you are a subscriber to my Queen of Wands Club on Substack, you've already read the article about New Year, New You isn't always true, right? It's just not. And I just want to give you a little intro for those that don't know me. For those that do know me, I really invite you to come to the Queen of Wands Club because the Queen of Wands Club is about creative entrepreneurship. It's about creative endeavors, spiritual entrepreneurship. And to me, spiritual entrepreneurship is talking about the spiritual experiences, right, that we have along our spiritual journey and our entrepreneurship. It's where it becomes one. And we in entrepreneurship, it is a very spiritual thing because it's very internal. Um, if you're a solopreneur, funding your own things, figuring things out, and really building a self-made brand, it's very spiritual. Whether you understand what spirituality means to you yet or not, right? It doesn't really mean religious, not from my mouth, but it means one self looking within and understanding the blocks and understanding which way to go and tapping into their intuition. All right. And that's why, for those that aren't a part of the Queen of Wands Club, I invite you to come forward because guess what? I do have some new things that I'd love to share. Um, I'm going to be having exclusive private groups for those that want to be a part of that. If you subscribe to the Queen of Wands Club, you can see and get updated, right? If you're familiar with Substack, every time I post something, it automatically goes to your email. Substack now actually has an app. If you download the app, it can actually alert you on the app. Whatever floats your boat, right? And we're going to have these private groups that subscribe, right? Where it's an inspirational creative circle where we can tap into ways to tune in, right? Tap into our intuition because I do believe that having trust and strength in our intuition can help us along our entrepreneurial spiritual journey, right? Making decisions that we're really happy about. And also, what else is that? Tarot talks, right? And just really learning how to utilize cards for your own self-care. I love cards. If you want to figure out where how I started with cards and all that stuff, definitely check out Queen of Wands Club because I'll be talking about that. Cards play a big part of my entrepreneurial journey. It really does. And it really was like it just was very interesting, and it's always been about the soul, whether I starting from sneakers with the soul and starting and finishing coming here, tapping into my spirituality of the soul, my soul path and my soul growth. So I just wanted to share that with you all before we get into this because I know I've been having some messages about myself where it's like I've been a little bit too blocked to actually hear. I made a big transition on moving last month, and I've moved damn near 5 times in my life. And if anybody else has moved, y'all know it takes a lot out of you, whether you're happy about it or not, right? Um, but I'm happy about the new things that I'm tapping into and moving forward to, and I just want to share that with y'all before I get into this pick a card reading. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, you're watching this on YouTube, definitely check out. I invite you to come, bring it in to the Queen of Wands Club. So you can also see some of my artistry too. I'm working on an oracle deck and I'll be sharing some exclusive insight on the process of my creation as well as the artwork that's coming in. So it's a lot of things that are forming around cards. And if you're a card lover, if you're a creative soul, if you're a creativepreneur, spiritpreneur, or whatever you want to call it, come through. All right, check it out. And I think that's all I need to say right now. We're going to get into this reading, all right? So pause for the cause, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale out. All right, y'all. So we got pile one over here, right? Let me see if I'm in camera code. Pile one, we got pile two, and we got pile three. Okay, again, pause for the cause, and let's get into the reading. All right, enough that. Okay, so let's get these out first. We're saving these for last, okay? That's the advice pile. So let's see where we're at, pile one. Is this it? Ooh, this is in. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, what's going on, pile one? Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to do like this. Pile one, what's going on with you? All right, pile one. So I think that you've been busy trying to balance a lot of things out here. I think normally you're kind of that type of person that just like does things sporadically, as well as does things that what is that, impulse kind of, right? And sometimes you might think that that's your intuition, but a lot of times that's more of your instincts. Okay, your intuition is about opening your heart space. It's not about the head, right? It's not about the head space. The head space taps into your ego, it taps into your logic, right? Even though, which is interesting, the third eye is helps you, right, tap into the unseen, right? Your crown chakra helps you open up to spiritual happenings, right? And trusting in the divine and something bigger than you, right? But I do think that you've been learning about this, learning about what's really your instincts, right? Your gut reaction to act, right? From logic or from your body senses, which is more so of the root chakra, instead of acting from the crown chakra or your heart space, right? It's a little different, okay? And I know this from firsthand, all right? So I do think that you have been trying to wean out a lot of thoughts that really dealt with a lot of adversity, as we can see with this mountain here, and really helping you ground yourself, finding balance to center your energy, to feel more at one with yourself, your mind, your heart, and your body. Okay, once you can feel centered with that, that's when you can, just like aligning the chakras, those main 7 chakras, and opening up to the divine, something bigger than you, and allowing that flow to just come in. I can't help but notice here, I don't know if you can see in here, this clam, is this a clam? It's a shell. Wow, I'm looking at the clam, but the way that I was looking at it, it looked like the infinity symbol. I don't know if y'all can see it. But it's also too, like, she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on ground. Again, the water is very symbolic to intuition and clairvoyance and psychic abilities, okay? And the ground is more of the tangible, physical, right? Like how I was speaking. We have great teacher here too, right? With this, I believe this is the flower of life, right? Sacred geometry symbols here, and learn from spiritual experiences. You're in a space where you're trying to understand what happened from the past, but also be present what's happening now. Again, alignment. You're aligning with things because this is key. I do feel that you guys know this. Expect nothing and appreciate everything. If you don't know this, you're learning this. And this is something, this is a mantra of mine for my card deck that really helped me, like, because I expect a lot. I expected a lot, and I use a lot of the word should. Me and my mom used to go back and forth with that. Like, well, should is actually something that pertains to your own knowing and your way of life and thinking. Everybody don't think like you, right? And again, when you're aligned, when you're centered, you start to become one with the universe, where this life, flower of life, I believe, right? And really with your guides, your ancestors, your teachers, your spirit crew. And your spirit crew can definitely be great teachers, right? And it helps you, right? Once you can tap into your soul, it helps you understand those spiritual experiences. But I do think that you've been very busy with trying to find balance and get out of those extremes too. Temperance is also about having one extreme to the other. It kind of reminds me of the double-edged sword. We're in this dualistic universe, right? Earth, where your medicine is also your poison. And by knowing this, right? Because nothing, too much of something is definitely not good for you. When you can be centered, right? And have that yin and yang and know that both sides of the coin is still part of the coin, um, you're more balanced, you're more grounded, and you're more connected. Okay. So I think that this is where we've been at here, where you've been a little too busy, not being understanding because you might be stuck in the past or a little bit too much in the future where it's bringing up fear and chaos and confusion. And your guides, right, are telling you to be more centered, right? You don't try to stay there too long. Be more centered here and forgive yourself for any past mistakes or anything that may have happened. I know it's been a hard road, right? But, 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 you have the ability to pace yourself now, okay? Um, Time is not an issue of what you're trying to build. It's not. Bringing in gratitude with what you are feeling first can help you then set the tone, set the day of what your actions are trying to make and move forward to, okay? So let's just go a little bit deeper into this. We have shame dims the light of your innocence. I kind of want to put this like this. Hope everything is still in. Yeah, okay. We have this. And then we have this. Spirit is leading you somewhere that I think you have your hopes higher for something. You definitely have high hopes for something, right? And like I see you over here just being in bliss for, yeah, like Spirit wants you to feel good about your journey of where you came, not feel like disregarded and like, oh, this kept happening to me, and like no one understands me. That what else? Um why can't I get what I want, what I need, right? Like sometimes learning the lessons does bring us back to the past, right? But again, we don't have to stay stuck there. How we turn it around is appreciating things, having gratitude for things, right? And, some people might be like, how can I feel grateful about something that bad happened to me, right? Well, one is you're here living and breathing still. It didn't, what is, it's just a Kanye song, what doesn't kill me make me stronger, right? Look at this strong person right here. The chariot. Wait, hold on. No, seriously, like these cards I got are for play, right? It's like a really playful thing. But at the same time, like, look at this. She's mad strong. And she's also like some of these things, there's like black stuff all around her. She's unbothered by that stuff. They're unbothered by that. This and this, right? I forget the names. If anybody watches the show, I do forget the names right now. But these are the actual horses guiding them to where they need to go. The chariot card is all about balance, actually, and it's also allowing you to steer, right, not too far from your soul path, but also giving you a little bit control of having a choice of saying yes, right? Saying yes to something instead of being stubborn and be like, no, I don't want to do this. It's a changing process, black and white, yin and yang, and dark and light. And the dark can be scary, but it can also teach you a hell of a lot of lessons here. It can, a lot of things in the dark, when you find that light, which she has right here at the top of her head, when you find that light, which I do believe, I'm not a science, but this just popped in. I want to say this. Um, a lot of the light from within us, like those inspirational sparks, comes from the third eye. It's like that aha moment, that epiphany, that download that sparks something within you. Literally, it sparks something within your brain where something lights up from a memory or wherever, right? And it brings this knowing or sense of feeling like, okay, I need to. And it's almost like, this is what I'm being shown here, like when your mind and your heart do like this, it's electricity, and it's just like right. When you have them together, what, like I was just talking about, zoom, right? So finding that center is hard right now. It is. But spirit is like, don't worry about the past, don't worry about things that made you feel indifferent, i.e., possibly not having enough money to do what you were trying to do to get where you needed to go. But trust and believe. What if this is your spirit guide? Like, look, I'm different. I'm unique too. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with us. It just means that we're different, and you utilize that different or that feeling of indifference, right? And you build upon that. You build on what you have. Don't be stuck on what you don't have, because shame dims the light of your innocence. You, in this case, your innocence is your uniqueness, what your God-given talents are. And by allowing, using this as your moving mantra, right? Expect nothing but appreciate everything. I'm sure you know. And if you haven't felt like that in a long time, get into that, because that's what gratitude does. Gratitude helps you stay present. Gratitude helps you, opens up your heart chakra. And gratitude also teaches you that, hey, this is what I have right now, but I'm happy that I have this right now. And allowing that happiness brings it into joy. And that joy allows you to vibrate at a higher frequency than shame. Because shame is very low at the frequency scale. You don't want to be there. You want to be higher so you can connect with your guides and help you understand what's going on. Thrift shop magic. I do feel that, celebrate your wins is another way of tapping into gratitude. The thrift shop magic speaks like you can create nothing from something. You can create nothing out of something. You can create something out of nothing. Did I say that correctly? Okay, I got it. I'm getting tongue tied. Um, you have the power of creativity, and that is something to honor and be abundant. See it as abundance, right? See it as something unique. I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and then I'm gonna go to pile two. When I was younger, I didn't know I had this ability. And this ability, I had these ideas that was very foreign to the people that were around me. And mind you, think about it, in grade school, I definitely remember I was in a private school when I was younger, and then I went in fifth grade to a public school where the hood was, the kids that were, public school. You know what I'm saying? And where the kids and a lot of the parents didn't really either care for them because they were dealing with their own addictions, this, that, and the third. or um, mm, dealing with just what is that called? Not abandonment issues, and that does a lot. And I kind of feel like there's a need for you to just dust off some old things, right? And if there's any uncomfortable feelings of you creating and showing who you really are, right? What you really love to do amongst people that are around you, remember to celebrate your wins and honor who you are, because you are divine. You are a multi-dimensional being. Because if you met me on this channel, that's what you are. And celebrate your unique, like, talents, value that. Learn how to do that. Because once you can do that, you're golden. You're going to be moving from the 5 of coins to the 6 of coins. And the 6 of coins is sharing and giving, reciprocity. All right. It's again balance. Everything is a balance. And I do feel that there's a need for you to balance your mind and your heart, so you can really truly align with the goals that you are wanting to achieve. All right. So that's what I have for you, Pile One. Much love to you. Okay. And again, check out the links below. I invite you to come to the Queen of Wands Clubs if you haven't already. I'm going to be starting some exclusive content around my creative process that is building my Oracle deck. And I'm also going to be inviting some people to um, the inspirational circle that helps us understand and get in tune with soul care practices. All right, with cards, it'll help you tap into any type of card deck to really set that practice up. All right. So, is there anything else? No, just check out the links below. I'm on Instagram. Oh, yes, there isn't anything else. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can definitely, I have that open now. You can definitely just hit me up on my email and let me know, and we can take care of that. Okay? All right, pile two, much love to you. Pile one, much love to you. Now we're going on to pile two. Okay, pile two, let's get into this. Let's see what this is about here. Oh, surprise, surprise. All right, this is about your advice. So we got the lovers here. Interesting. Let's see what else this is. Life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. Y'all, I can't really tell if this is in shot. I just wanted to show you this too. We got the Air Guardian. Shift your perspective. See from a higher, wow. Perspective. Perception. Oh, what am I talking about? Perception and perspective. It's still two different things. They both deal with seeing things, certain angles, understanding your viewpoints, right? Interesting. All right, pile two, what we got here for you. So I think this may be about love. If you're watching this and you don't have a boo and you broke up with somebody, then it might be a different message, or this might not be your pile. But let's talk about this. I think for many of you, pile two, there was this energy of feeling unlovable, feeling unlovable. And I think that you understand that you are lovable, but there's this deeper energy of self-love that you're embarking right now. And because maybe there's some debris, if not, depending where you're at in your self-love journey, but there's like this energy that's still trying to unbraid that saying that was playing in the back of your head, like nobody can love me, right? Because for some of you, like if you're looking for love, right, and you still haven't found that one, or if you've been in separation from someone, you're kind of feeling like, well, why aren't we like looking like this, buck naked, looking at each other's eyes? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why hasn't it happened yet? But I think that one, there's a divine plan, right? Two, I do think that you need to raise your vibes. And three, there may be this perception of someone that you have that this truth hasn't revealed yet, or there's something that you just haven't really seen and been put in place, right? Because like if I zoomed in, it's gonna have a different perspective, right? But if I zoom out, and I hope I don't mess up, it's still a different perspective, right? So you're going through this new level here because, like the saying goes, life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. You get stronger. Um, if you start a workout plan, right? And it's like, wow, using 5 pounds of lifting is kind of hard. But if you keep doing it over and over again, then it's that muscle memory that's like, oh, this shit is easy. It's didn't really get easier. You just got stronger. And now you're going to go to the next level. Your body is saying, hey, now I need 10 pounds, right? Or so on. And this is what happened here. I do think that all of you guys have went through some type of connection that was very, very, very soul reckoning and soul soothing at the same time. But again, some of you need to gain some type of perception about this person and about yourself, you know, mentally and emotionally. And some of you guys may gain a new partner. Some of you guys may not gain a new partner. Some of you guys may bring back something. I don't know. Like, I'm not really tapping into that. But we're going to see with this advice here because, well, wait a second. We got passion, king of coins. Okay. Let's see. We got what you seek is seeking you. There's definitely a romance happening. And 1111. What does it say? How can you embrace the parts you dislike about yourself? Okay. Can you see this down here? I don't know. Let's bring this here. So, I don't like the term twin flames. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up because this is why. This is why. Twin flames, right? When everybody was like going like that term kind of came up. The term twin flames is a lot deeper than what it is. It is about a certain type of soulmate. It is a divine soulmate, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the physical. Um, it's about an energy. It's about an imprint. It's about a template. It's about a archetype that you hold within your soul. All right, and those type of people or twin flames, right? Um, have to find that balance between their feminine and masculine energy. And whichever energy that you have within you that is more imprinted, the divine feminine, right? Energy is going to help you receive a lot more of information and spiritual happenings within you. And the divine masculine is going to help you um, build that, protect whatever you are finally stepping into this energy of walking with spirit, walking with your divine team, and feeling strong, trusting, and confident in your spiritual, um, your spirituality. Now, I do believe that there is a such thing as true love, right? And that's where this divine partner comes in because they are a catalyst. They are here to help you rearrange and unbraid the karma. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be physically in a relationship. But it does mean that you can be, right? And I do kind of feel like, again, perception. I do think that there's a need to have a conversation with yourself first and foremost about embracing the parts that you dislike about yourself. Because 1111, it is coined with that twin flame stuff, right? But 1111 is a wake up call. It's a wake up call, and it's a portal, a gateway that you walk through, the doorway, and having a choice, because the Lover's card, right, is choosing to walk through that door, choosing to say yes, choosing to say no, but choosing to vibrate at the energy of love, right? Again, if you say no in the name of love, it's okay, right? And I think that we all are understanding that love comes from a space of ourself first and foremost, so that we can actually have it to give. Um, Unfortunately, people, we learn love, right, from our guardians first, our family first. And sometimes our parents don't have that love to give because they never had it for themselves. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And it still goes with your relationships. I just was speaking to a good friend of mine the other day, talking about how I've been understanding, for a few years now in my spiritual journey, understanding how, um, my father and mother played a big part on how, the energy that I attracted with men, because I like men. If you like the same sex, it still goes that way, because that's your foundation, that's your environment, that's the root chakra, and that's a lot of things that you stand on with your beliefs and values. But it's up to you to choose to love yourself and reprogram an understanding of love as an adult. And I know a lot of people don't like hearing this word, but you really have to release the victimhood too, because you may have went through some shit, okay? But finding to love yourself again and not feel like listening to those stories of I'm unlovable because XYZ happened to me. I'm nobody loves me because nobody's going to want a person that's been through XYZ. No. When you love yourself, what you seek is seeking you. You align just like pile 1, they were talking about alignment, and that's what 1111 is too. Alignment. It's allowing, as above so below. And I do think that for those that I don't know why I'm just hearing sugar daddy right now, but for those for those that are looking for love, right? Um, this new passion, right? There is a new spark of love that's coming back into play, whether it's someone that you've been in separation with. There's a need to have a conversation with self first, and then probably spark a conversation with that lover that you've been looking for, right? That you've been yearning for, that you've been in separation, because you've now found abundance within self. And I believe that your partner has. For others that, had to let go of somebody that was not working, okay? There's new love in here. But again, you have to speak it and believe it, and learn just a little bit more how to love yourself a little bit more. So then you can find that abundance that you've really been desiring. It's here in your energy, but spirit is telling you to raise your vibes and really just really have a conversation with yourself. I really feel like the what's being blocked here is the conversation, the time for you to have that conversation with yourself, to understand that you are loved, to understand that you can raise higher into love and speak love and receive love the way that you want to. But you have to be that love, embody that energy. So then you can feel more abundant and call in that abundance of love. Now, for those, like I said, that maybe you're like, I'm not looking for love, I'm not beat, da 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 da. You still have to raise your vibes. Um, you may not want a partner. You may not. You never know. But right now, in this present moment, you may not want one. But I do feel like to go through that healing process of whatever reason why you don't want a partner, have a partner with spirit. And in order to have a partnership with spirit, you're going to have to raise your vibes because you're going through this energy of releasing what no longer serves your highest good and really calling in um, the energy of love, of self-love. So that way you can engage that with your audience, right? Your business, your family members, your I don't know, your neighbor, your dog, your cat, whatever, your projects, because that love is going to help you feel spicy. No, it's going to help you feel a spark for life again. It's definitely going to help you feel a spark for life again. So I feel like that is the message that I have for you. Like, it's this energy to, they're telling you that you are the key. You are the prize. You've always been the prize. But for someone else to see that prize, you have to know that. And you have to be that. And if you don't care about someone else seeing that, um, the things that you are seeking you, you know, whether it's a project, whether it's a new house, whatever, right? Anything but a partner. It's still seeking you, but you have to meet that energy. And that's what I'm talking about with twin flames. Like, it doesn't necessarily, I really feel like it's not about being with that person physically, but it is about feeling that, because I know if you're an adult and you felt in love like that with somebody, especially if you can think of, oh, that's my twin flame. um they also did the opposite. The medicine is also the poison, but it's up to you. If you deem that you're a twin flame, not worrying about someone else, you're that twin that rises above and connects with the energy of abundance, the energy of love, and knows that you can attract anything because you are divine feminine and divine masculine. When divine feminine and masculine work together internally within you with unity, with trust, with courage, with guidance, connection with your guides and your spirit crew, you can attract anything in the physical because you know that, because you're embracing that. So that's that message that I have for you, Pile 2. All right. It may feel like a long journey, but I'm telling you, this is your self-love journey. Be patient with yourself and learn how to see yourself for who you truly are. Learn how to embrace the parts that you dislike about yourself, because that is a gift, you know. And one more thing too, the eagle, from what I had learned, the eagle actually is the, well, it's a fact that an eagle is the bird that can go to the heavens. Basically, it's the only bird, um or is it the contour too, I don't know, but it can withstand the pressure because it can go fly at such high um levels in the sky. No other birds can do that, to my knowledge. And from what I heard, Cherokee, but also uh indigenous groups. I don't know why I'm getting lost for words. There's saying in their culture that the eagle is the bringer of messages to the heavens because it flies high. So I just want to share that with you, Pile 2. All right. So if there's any need that you might want to ask some questions or something, I do want to tell you this, shameless plug. My queue for personal readings are open. All you have to do is email me below. And I also invite you to the Queen of Wands Club. Like I was saying in the intro, if you've heard, um, I am embarking on a new project, and I'm going to be sharing my creative process for my Oracle deck. And I'm also we're going to be starting a inspirational circle where we get to um, tap in, find some inner standing, and learn how to tap in with our intuition using any types of cards, and just have fun with it. And just learn about some things, okay? Have some tarot talk and all that stuff. So I really would love to invite you in, and yeah. I don't know if there's any more messages. I don't think I have anything else. Much love to you, Pile 2. I hope this message helped you. I want to thank you and for being here and listening. And I hope that you stick around. Subscribe to my Queen of Wands Club. Subscribe to the YouTube, wherever you want to do it. But check it out. Check all the links below. And until next time, I'm outie. All right, Pile 2. Let's go to Pile 3. Hey, Pile 3. Let's see what's going on with you. This is for the advice, right? Yeah. Put this right here. What we got, Pile 3? Okay. Princess of Cups. Okay. Shame again? Pile 1 had shame, I believe. I think. All right. Pile 3, I think y'all has got some wise spirit team with y'all right now. And I think it... what happened here? So somebody definitely hurt you. But I also think that for you, Pile 3, you've been trying to learn how to move through your emotions because you are very intuitive. Like I'm seeing the moon here, right? The owl, like I said, wise. We got the full moon here. You're definitely going through some cycles, right? And then the hermit, retreat and recharge. You might be my empath pile. Y'all know I hate labels, but I gotta use them so people can understand certain things. You're very intuitive. You are very psychic. You are very feel, empathy, empathic. So empathic means that you absorb energy. All right. I'm going to say that. You do absorb because it's easy for you to walk in somebody else's shoes. It's easy for you to feel what someone is going through. And you may be a water sign, or you may have a placement that is very, so like Cancer and Mercury is very empathic because that energy of communication with Mercury, right? Receiving messages, and Cancer being a water sign as well as connected to the moon really taps into messages that come through you and move through you. That's just an example. I don't know if you are, but if you are, definitely comment below because that's wild. But I think that you're exploring this too. Um I don't know the whole mythology behind this, but Odin too, the owl and the raven. Um, Odin was a god of, I don't know, I think he had one eye, but I think the myth goes that he basically was, the seer and a god basically that did a lot of things. I don't know. Look it up. I'm sorry, y'all. But I do think he's a Norse god, if I'm not mistaken. But his spirit animals were the owl and the crow, I believe, or the raven. The crow and the raven is very similar. But like the crow is very intelligent as well. Um, the crow remembers certain things. And for some reason, I don't know if it's because of its psychic abilities and feeling, right? I don't know. But I remember reading, actually, my sister showed me something on Instagram where this woman always had these crows at her house. And for years, these crows, she fed the crows, and it would always come back for the food, right? But one day, I think for some reason, her camera broke, and they like brought back something with the camera and the lens. It was crazy. The story was wild, and I don't know how true the story was. It was on Instagram, but it was definitely talking about how smart crows are. And I think that you're very smart. And maybe for you, Pal 3, like maybe people have shamed you for being smart or shamed you for being intuitive, shamed you for knowing things about people and they had no idea how you knew, but you exposed their stuff. And it grew like this shame and like in guilt around knowing things, and you probably didn't even know, but part of you probably like turned that energy off, those gifts off because of the shame. Because let me tell you, your spiritual gifts, right, even your creative gifts, I feel that they're intertwined, one and the same. But when your energy is low, it's hard for you to really navigate on energy that is unseen within the tangible world, if that makes sense. And the tangible world, there are a lot of energies or spirits that aren't always for your greatest good. Okay, that's just kind of like ancestors. They're not always for your greatest good. Some of them are, but that's another topic, right? So, same thing of frequencies in um angels versus demons. There's a frequency that people have. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about that. If you know, you know, right? Let me know if you know, because fist pump to you. Okay, but um because it's also giving me this energy of like witch. Now for me, this is my own healing that I still have to go through. I still kind of don't like that word witch. I just don't. But throughout the I want to say the past like 4 years, I notice how a lot of people have been using that word loosely and really using it as a form of empowerment, a form as divine feminine energy, or empowerment of um, just connecting with your culture and ancestral ways, and being people of the earth, right? And tapping back into nature and being resourceful, because that's a way, a positive way of saying what witches are, right? But you are what you kind of make it to, and your intentions always are, um always are shown through your magic, I'll say. And that's just like creations, like people can feel that. And you have this gift where you can feel that too. Like some people might be like, oh yeah, like you're a natural lie detector, because like sometimes people will be like, oh, I made this for you and blah blah blah. And it's like, but you made it and you were like jealous and you're competing. You know what I'm saying? Competition has a fine line with next to jealousy. um you got to know how far you're going, right? And also like people that have those backhanded compliments where it's like, oh, look at you, you lost a lot of weight. Are you complimenting me, or are you jealous that I look good in my clothes, or I look good in this size? You know what I'm saying? So I think for you here, we're going to see what this advice is, but I think for you here is really just embracing the fact that being an empath, right, is a freaking gift. It may feel like a burden, but it is a gift when you can embrace the fact that um, this helps you understand how to interact with people, right? You don't have to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And you don't have to feel ashamed of knowing certain things. Knowing certain things that you didn't ask to know can also be a burden. But it also can help protect you as well. All right. So let's see what we got here. Are positive thoughts overpowering the facts of your current negative situation? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then we got this. Yeah. So the bodega cat reminds me of the seer, because the bodega cat sleeps, but it also sees things. It gets out of dodge when people are coming up in the bodega acting wild and crazy. And if y'all don't know what a bodega is, it is um what I call in New York City, because I've born in New York, raised in New Jersey, and always been back and forth. And bodegas are usually found in Spanish speaking areas of the city. And it's usually like just a little corner store that sells anything that you can find, pads, condoms, juice, beer, food, snacks, anything that you need. It's just like a quick, almost like what 7-Eleven kind of is. And I don't know. It is funny because sometimes they have cats. Now, cats, they may have cats because there's mice there, right? And when you think about the relationship of cats and mice, it's kind of like one chases the other, but it's an energy of like, because mice are so jumpy and like, they're very quick, right? And they can get through any hole. Cats, to some degree, can, but they peep everything, okay? They are just as quick, if not quicker, than the mouse. So it's like if someone's stealing and the owner of the cat is in tune with that cat, they gonna know too, type of thing. But I kind of feel like you're navigating. Spirit wants you to know, to understand that you have a gift first and foremost. Your medicine is also your poison, but you have to treat your poison with the medicine, if that makes sense, right? Use the medicine on the poison. So it's using your emotions, right? Getting rid of, you have to know how to navigate and regulate your emotions, basically. And if you've already been doing that, which I kind of feel like you have, you're going to be able to reach a new way of seeing your gifts and using it for a benefit. Because I feel kind of like, I'm at the crossroads. It's like, I know how to use it, or I do have a gift, but I don't want to shout it at the roof of, shout it out to the world at the top of the roof, or you kind of, in a way, might shame yourself because it's like, well, I should know how to do this by now. No, don't do that to yourself. Check in with yourself first and learn a practice on how to ground your energy first, because a lot of empaths, a lot of people I'm speaking to right now, they don't even know their own energy because they've felt and received and stuck on everybody else's energy so much they didn't even know theirs, you know, worried about other people's. There's definitely tough lessons that you have to learn. Um, like looking at this too, like you got to sort through the weeds sometimes to allow the other flowers to grow. But you also have to learn how to duck and dodge and don't hold on to other people's shit, because a lot of it is not yours. It's everybody else's, and you make it very personal to yours because you feel it as your own, but it's not yours. That's the thing. You're going to learn to succeed in this, but getting rid of the shame around these gifts will definitely help you. Will definitely help you. And like I said, retreat and recharge. Don't feel guilty that you have to be alone and have some alone time, whether it's alone time with your own family, your own kids or whatever. Don't feel guilty of that. Just know how to balance that out and know that this is what you need to actually survive, okay? Um, but it's full circle. Again, like knowing that this gift and this curse, right, has brought you to who you are right now, where you are right now, and actually letting go of anything that you have fixed or attached yourself to, certain points of view. Utilize your wisdom, utilize this energy and these emotions, this energy and motion as a way of wisdom, obtaining wisdom, obtaining wisdom for, I know this type of person ain't the type of person I need to entrust in, right? Or, this person is really dealing with a lot of hurt and pain. One, how do I protect myself if I want to help them? And two, do they even want help? Because sometimes, like I said, you might have this identity as Captain Save a Ho, or I'm not going to call people hoes, Captain like you just want to save, like you feel that you're this hero for people, and you're not obligated to save anybody but yourself. If you're being put into situations that are literally harming you, harming your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you gotta go. You gotta go. And I know that you feel for people, but you always have to recognize a lot of times we attract people that are um, playing as victim, or being this vampire energy, sucking your energy dry and leaving your cup not full, and not being able to give that love to other people. So you have to learn how to navigate through the heart, right? Trust the heart. Trust that your emotions are telling you what is needed, and trust that your heart is not leading you astray. But also understand that a balanced heart doesn't give out of despair. A balanced heart doesn't overgive when you don't have anything. A balanced heart doesn't withhold love because you're afraid of giving it. Okay? So that's my message that I have for you, Pile 3. Much love to you. Uh, I understand this very deeply. I really do. But what the main thing is, when you can feel good about being aware of what you know first and foremost, and really just loving on and accepting that you have this gift that is helping you navigate through your emotions, and help you navigate through life, right? Accepting that first will definitely change your perspective and allow you to have more wisdom of how to go about utilizing that and sharing that gift with other people. Learn it for yourself first before you share it with other people. Because sometimes, I'm telling you, you can attract so much stuff you don't understand how powerful your heart is. You don't. And you may not want to attract these type of people, but you have a big heart that magnifies a lot of things, and people will be drawn to you like a moth to a flame, or a fly to the light. So you got to learn some discernment here. All right. And I know you'll find it. So that's the message that I have for you, Pile 3. Much love to you. If you haven't heard my intro, I'm inviting you to my Queen of Wands Club. The link is below. That's where you can find a lot of spiritual stories, soul care, and spiritual entrepreneurship. I'm a creative soul. I do believe that your entrepreneurship journey is just the same as your spiritual journey. It's getting to know yourself and understanding yourself. Especially if you're making a self-made brand, you want to understand yourself, right? Like I said in Pile 3. And doing that and navigating through that stuff is a spiritual journey. It's a knowing of the soul and a growing of the soul. And I'm here to share stories and advice and other things that help you navigate that. And I also am an intuitive reader. So I do want to share with you that my queue is open. If you do want a personal reading from me, all you have to do is email me. It's right below. And I do want to invite you to the Queen of Wands Club, because I'm also opening up some exclusive content, a private group that is an inspirational circle where we talk about soul care and creative endeavors that help us understand ourselves, and also understand how to tap in and utilize cards for your soul care practices and rituals. And I also am doing I'm showcasing my creative process on my Oracle deck, my new project that I'm working on. So I got a lot of good stuff in the Queen of Wands Club that I'd love for you to check it out. And yeah, all the links are below. Comment below, share, whatever you want to do. I'm here for it all. And until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.